flung the stone that puts the stars to flight. And lo, the hunter of the east has caught the Sultan's turret in a noose of light. Dreaming when dawn's left hand was in the sky, I heard a voice within the tavern cry, "Awake, my little ones, and fill the cup, before life's liquor in its cup be dry." And as the cock crew, those who stood before the tavern shouted, "Open them the door! You know how little while we have to stay, and once departed, they return no more." Now the new year, reviving old desires, a thoughtful soul to solitude retires, where the white hand of Moses on the bough puts out, and Jesus from the ground suspires. With me along some strip of herbage strown, that just divides the desert from the sown, where name of slave and sultan scarce is known, and pity Sultan Muhammad on his throne. Here with a loaf of bread beneath the bough, a flask of wine, a book of verse, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness, and wilderness is paradise enow. And those who husbanded the golden grain, and those who flung it to the winds like rain, alike to no such aureate earth are turned, as buried once men won't dug up again. How sweet is mortal sovereignty, think some. Others, how blessed the paradise to come. Ah, take the cash in hand and wave the rest. Oh, the brave music of a distant drum. Alike for those who for today prepare, and those that after a tomorrow stare. A muezzin from the tower of darkness cries, "Fools, your reward is neither here nor there. Come, fill the cup, and in the fire of spring, the winter garment of repentance fling. Bird of time has but a little way to fly, and lo, the bird is on the wing." Ah, fill the cup, what boots it to repeat how time is slipping underneath our feet? Unborn tomorrow and dead yesterday, why fret about them if today be sweet? And if the wine you drink, the lip you press, end in the nothing all things end in, yes, then fancy while you are but what you shall be. Nothing, you shall not be less. Think in this battered caravanserai, whose doorways are alternate night and day, how sultan after sultan with his pomp abode his hour or two and went his way. Lo, some we love, the loveliest and the best, the time and fate of all their vintage pressed, have drunk their cup a round or two before, and one by one crept silently to rest. And this delightful herb, whose tender green pledges the river's lip on which we lean, ah, lean upon it lightly, for who knows from what once lovely lip it springs unseen. Look to the rose that blows about us. Lo, laughing, she says, into the world I blow. At once the silken tassel of my purse tear, and its treasure on the garden throw. The world worldly hope men set their hearts upon turn ashes, or it prospers, and anon, like snow upon the desert's dusty face, fighting a little hour or two, is gone. Make the most of what we yet may spend before we too into the dust descend. Dust unto dust, under dust to lie, sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end. Myself, when young, did eagerly frequent doctor and saint, and heard great argument about it and about, but evermore came out by the same door as in I went. With them the seed of wisdom did I sow, and with my own hand labored it to grow. This was all the harvest that I reaped. I came like water, and like wind I go. There was a door to which I found no key. There was a veil past which I could not see. Some little talk a while of me and thee there seemed, and then no more of thee and me. To the rolling heaven itself I cried, asking, what lamp had destiny to guide her little children stumbling in the dark? And a blind understanding, heaven replied. Then to my earthen bowl did I adjourn, my lip, the secret well of life to learn. And lip to lip it murmured, while you live, drink. For once dead, you never shall return. Oh, come with old Khayyam and leave the wise to talk. One thing is certain, that life flies. One thing is certain, and the rest is lies. The flower that once has blown forever dies. Indeed, the idols I have loved so long have done my credit in men's eyes much wrong. Drowned my honor in a shallow cup and sold my reputation for a song. Indeed, repentance oft before I swore, but was I sober when I swore? And then came spring and rose in hand, my threadbare penitence a pieces tall. And much as wine has played the infidel and robbed me of my robe of honor, well, I often wonder what the vintners buy in one half so precious as the goods they sell. Fill the cup that clears today of past regrets and future fears. Tomorrow I may be myself, with yesterday's 7,000 years. For in and out, above, about, below, there's nothing but a magic shadow show, played in a box whose candle is the sun. Round which we phantom figures come and go. And this I know, whether the one true light kindle to love, or wrath consume me quite, one glimpse of it within the tavern caught, better than in the temple lost outright. One moment in annihilation's waste, one moment of the well of life to taste. The stars are setting and the caravan starts for the dawn of nothing. Oh, make haste! While the rose blows along the river brink, with Omar Khayyam the ruby vintage drink. And when the angel with his dark draught draws up to thee, take that, do not shrink. And lately by the tavern door agape came stealing through the dusk an angel's shape, bearing the vessel on his shoulder, and he bid me taste of it, and 'twas the grape. The grape that can with logic absolute the 72 jarring sects confute, the subtle alchemist that in a trice life's leaden metal into gold transmute. Ah, with the grape my fading life provide, and wash my body whence the life has died, and in a winding sheet of vine leaf wrapped, so bury me by some sweet garden side, that even my buried ashes such a snare of perfume shall fling up into the air, as not a true believer passing by, but shall be overtaken unaware.